Hello friends, I am Dr. Mangesh Dushing, working as assistant professor in Satana College. In this video, we are going to learn cycloalkanes. So, cycloalkanes are the saturated hydrocarbons in which carbon atoms are joined by the single covalent bond to form a ring. The unsubstituted cycloalkanes forms a homologous series with general molecular formula CnH2n. These are the some examples of cycloalkanes. Cyclopropane is the smallest cycloalkane having molecular formula CnC3H6. Then cyclobutane, cyclopentane, cyclohexane, cycloheptane, cyclooctane. In this way, these all single bonded cyclic compounds are called as cycloalkanes. Now we will see the properties of cycloalkanes. Generally, physical as well as chemical properties of cycloalkanes are similar to those open chain alkanes. However, the first two members, that are cyclopropane and cyclobutane, shows marked differences in their chemical behavior as compared to the others. Both of them have a tendency to undergoing addition reactions and ring breaks to form a stable open chain compounds. See here, this is the cyclopropane. If you reduced it, it gives you propane. If you halogenate it, it gives 1,3-dichloropropane. On hydrolysis, it gives alcohol. So, the tendency to break this bond and gets open chain compound. This is the property for cyclopropane as well as cyclobutane. Open chain alkanes and cycloalkanes mostly shows the substitution reaction, but cyclopropane and cyclobutane gives addition reaction which is similar to the alkene. So cyclobutane ring opening reaction much slower than the ring open reaction of the cyclopropane. In order to provide as an explanation why these cycloalkanes behaves differently, Adolf von Baer in 1885 proposed the theory, that is Baer-Strain theory. As we know that these are the cycloalkanes, so all carbons are sp3 hybridized, and we know that bond angle of sp3 hybridized carbon atom, that is 109.5 degrees. But because of this cyclic form, these bond angles get deformed from the normal bond angle. So this is the deformation from 109.5 to 60. Because of the deformation of the bond angle, the strain is generated. That strain, Baer defined that angle strain. So what is angle strain? So any deviation from the normal tetrahedral bond angle, that is 109.5, is called as angle strain. So Baer has assumed that cycloalkanes are planar polygons, and he calculated angle strain for the various cycloalkanes. The formula for angle strain is equal to tetrahedral angle minus internal angle that is observed into the polygon. For example, cyclopropane. So angle strain is equal to normal tetrahedral bond angle, that is 109.5 minus observed bond angle, that is 60. So angle strain is 49.5. So Baer calculated for most of the cycloalkanes angle strain. So cyclopropane angle strain is 49.5, cyclobutane angle strain is 19.5, for cyclopentane it's 1.5, for cyclohexane it's minus 10.5, for cycloheptane is minus 19.1, for cyclooctane it's minus 25.5. Baer proposed that as the angle strain increases, stability of the ring decreases. What he said? The angle strain increases, stability of the ring decreases. So according to the Baer theory, cyclopentane is the most stable alkane. Why? Because angle strain is very less. So there is no angle strain, normal bond angle mostly. That's why cyclopentane is the most stable alkane. So we will see what is a Baer strain theory. What are its postulates? So all ring compounds are planar. deviation from normal bond angle results into unstable cycloalkanes. The large ring system involves negative strain, hence they do not exist. Bond angles in cyclohexanes and cycloalkenes like cyclopentane, cyclooctane are not larger than 109.5 because the carbon rings of them compounds are not planar. The ring of cyclopropane is triangle. All angles are 60 in place of 109.5 to adjust them into triangle ring system. In the same manner, cyclobutane is square and bond angle is 90 in place of 109.5. The deviation for cyclopropane and cyclobutane ring system will produce strain in a ring, and the ring strain will make them unstable as compared to the molecule having tetrahedral bond angle. So cyclopropane and cyclobutane will easily undergo ring opening reaction to form a more stable open chain compounds. Because cyclopropane and cyclobutane, the angle strain is very large. So this is the explanation why cyclobutane and cyclopropane gives ring opening reactions while all cycloalkanes gives so this is the Baer theory. Now next, heat of combustion and stabilities of alkanes are explained on depends upon the heat of combustion. So heat of combustion is defined as the amount of heat evolved when 1 mole of the compound is completely oxidized. What is heat of combustion? The heat of combustion is defined as the amount of heat evolved when 1 mole of compound is completely oxidized. The general equation for the heat combustion is like this. Suppose this is the general molecular formula for cycloalkanes oxidized by using some reagents. So it gives you CO2 and water and some amount of heat is liberated. Now this heat is depends upon the number of carbons. N is the number of carbons present into the ring, that is called as ring size. Like for cyclopropane 3, for cyclobutane 4, for cyclopentane 5 likewise. When long chain alkanes, means normal aliphatic compounds, long chain alkanes undergoes combustion, the heat of combustion available for each CH2 is found to be 157.4 kilocalorie per mole for each CH2. So that is the heat of combustion per CH2, if that is 157.4 kilocalorie per mole, then cycloalkanes is as stable as open chain alkane. So if their per CH2 heat of combustion is 157.4 kilocalorie per mole, then they are as stable as open chain alkanes. So depending upon the heat of combustion, relative ring strain, that definition comes. So what is relative ring strain? The relative ring strain is any deviation from the heat of combustion per CH2 of open chain alkane, that is 157.4 kilocalorie per mole. The formula for that relative ring strain is equal to 157.4 minus heat of combustion per CH2 group of the cycloalkane. Accidentally these are the calculated relative ring strain. For cyclopropane, ring size is 3, heat of combustion per CH2 that is 166.6. So relative ring strain, means subtraction from this, and that will be 9.2. For cyclobutane, that is 6.6. For cyclopentane, that is 1.3. For cyclohexane, that is 0.0. So almost matching with the 157.4. Cyclopentane, that is 0.9. For cyclooctane, that is 1.2. So these are the some cycloalkanes and their relative ring strain. So what are the conclusions? So conclusion is heat of combustion per CH2 becomes more than 157.4 kilocalorie per mole. Then that of the open chain alkanes, the stability of the cycloalkane decreases. If it means that if the heat of combustion is more than 157.4, then stability of the cycloalkanes is decreases. It means that these are the cycloalkanes, stability is less. Heat of combustion per CH2 is 157.4 kilocalorie per mole, then cycloalkanes are stable. So it if that is matches, if it means that cyclohexane is more stable. So cyclohexane is more stable, as in bare said cyclopentane is more stable. As open chain compounds are free from the angle strain, cyclohexane should be free from any angle strain. So conclusion of this one, as the heat of combustion 157.4 kilocalorie per mole for the open chain compound, and in cyclohexane also that is 157.4. It means that the open chain compounds are free from any angle strain. For the relative ring strain, the relative ring strain for 7, 8 and higher ring are very small. So see here, the difference is very small. In fact, the greater ring than more than 15 are more stable than cyclohexane and free from any ring strain. So as the number of carbon increases, the strain is very small, so they are free from the ring strain. So heat of combustion proves that bare ring strain theory is valid in case of only cyclopropane and cyclobutane. Bare said that higher cycloalkanes are unstable because of their difference in angle strain, because he considered all these. Cycloalkanes are planar. So bare strain theory fails to explain the stabilities of higher cycloalkanes. Bare said that higher cycloalkanes are unstable. So he fails to explain the stabilities of higher cycloalkanes because they are stable. So why Bare's theory is failed? The first reason, Bare made some false assumption. So first he assumed that all cycloalkanes are planar polygons, like cyclohexane, if that is planar, bond angle is 120, and cyclodecane, if that is planar, bond angle will be 144. But ring atoms are folded in such a way that regular tetrahedral angle 109.5 is maintained and hence free from strain. See here. So this is cyclohexane. So these atoms are getting folded, these bonds getting folded to attain this 109.5 degrees bond angle. So it attains a chair form. This is cyclodecane. Angle is 109.5. So the folding of the molecules is possible. But the cyclopropane ring is planar and cyclobutane is nearly planar. So Bare angle strain theory is valid only for the small ring compounds. Bare strain theory cannot be applied for the rings larger than 4 members, because as the number of carbon atom increases, the rings becomes more flexible because they are containing a sigma bonds, and sigma bonds can rotate around its own axis. So this flexibility, so as the number of carbon atom increases in the ring, molecule becomes more and more flexible, and because of that flexibility it attains its normal bond angle, that is 109.5. Bare made again another false assumption, that is compounds which are difficult to synthesize are unstable. But the compounds difficult to synthesize does not mean they are unstable. For the ring closing reaction, two ends of the chain should be brought close to each other to form a bond. For example, this is the 6 carbons, this is the first carbon, second carbon, they has to come close to each other, then cyclohexane will form. For the cyclopropane and cyclobutane, there are less number of carbons, so probability of coming these two ends close to each other and to form a ring, that is probability will be high, even though it contains angle strain, but probability is high. That's why synthesis of cyclopropane and cyclobutane is more possible. In case of carbon number 5 and carbon number 6, there is no ring strain, the probability is still moderate, but no ring strain, then that rings will be formed. But as the carbon number increases from 7, 8, 9, 10, the probability of two ends coming close to each other and to form a ring, that probability decreases. That's why, see here, for the synthesizing large ring compounds, as the length of chain increases, the probability of ring closing decreases. See, if number of carbon increases, the two ends coming close to each other, that probability is decreases. So it gives ring lengthening reactions or chain lengthening reactions rather than the ring closing reactions. So these are the two false assumptions made by the Baire theory. That's why Baire's theory fails to explain the stabilities of higher cycloalkanes. So here up to now we saw cycloalkanes, their stabilities, Baire's theory, heat of combustion theory. In next video we are going to learn conformations of cycloalkanes. Thank you for the watching this video.